Hello, guys. Welcome to a little different from my other content. It's only two videos. Pokemon. It sucks. Anyway, I just watched the new Lion King movie. Ha ha ha! It sucked. It actually really sucked. I didn't like it. I didn't love it. But I sort of didn't hate it. But it still sucks. Would I recommend it? If you want to save your childhood, no, don't watch it. You'll die in an instant. But the movie's horrible. So let's start. What my thoughts are. I just cracked my knuckles. Hope people who watch this aren't like those squeamish people who just hate bones cracking. Well, I just hated it. I was forced to watch it. I was like, I want to watch Spider-Man Far From Home. Not that great. I wanted to watch Far From Home, but it sucks so much. The Lion King movie. Okay, let's start. So let's begin. I was really in a bad mood. The whole time I was just looking at my phone. I looked up some parts. I had no emotion, but inside I was like, that's great. That's horrible. Both of those emotions. So let's start from the movie trailers. It was just kids trailers. They're making a movie for Playmobil? What? I don't even know why. But they're doing that. Anyway, everything else was fine. I didn't even. I was I was such in a bad mood that when they got drinks and popcorn, I didn't even eat it. That's how much of a bad mood I was in. Okay, let's start from the beginning of the movie. I literally cried when the movie started because I was like, I'm really watching this. I literally cried. That was my emotion, sadness that I'm watching a Lion King remake movie, one of Disney's greatest hits, apart from Snow White and Beauty and the Beast. God, I just, I cried. What else? The animals seem so lifeless. Everyone's lifeless. I see no emotion in them. Okay, let's go to the important parts. There are none. Just kidding, no. I'll go with my nitpicks later after I talk about the whole movie. Spoiler. Actually, no. Why did I say spoiler warning? It's literally the Lion King, frame by frame. That's it. It's just worse. Anyway, so after the title, you just see a useless mouse. If you watch the original, that mouse was Scar's lunch. You only spend 3 seconds on that mouse. Do you know how long you spend on this mouse? 1 minute. More than 1 minute. What? You spend so much time on a mouse and not making character development. Oh my god. And then Scar shows up. I hate him so much. Here's the thing. Back then, Disney villains were great. Some weren't, some were great. I will list one of my favorite 10 villains back then, who I think have great personality. All of them. No, just kidding. Let's see. I like Ursula from Little Mermaid, Hades. Actually, no, I can't list them all. They're so good. I think my last favorite villain, because he was great, was the villain from Princess and the Frog. That movie wasn't. I liked that movie. It's one of my top 5 favorite Disney movies. I think my favorite villain is Hades, actually, but let's just go back to Scar. He sucks. The thing about Scar is that he had both charm and intimidation. Actually, I suck at girl. He has charm and he is also very scary. This one he's just scary and angry and like when he says you made me lose my lunch. In the original, he was like making it like a joke. No, but in this one he was thinking about killing Zazu, which I wish happened because Zazu sucks. They tried to make them lifelike by doing some random actions, but they did it worse. What else? Mufasa comes, blah blah blah. That just happens. Simba wakes up, and that was boring. Okay. In the original, when Zazu came to talk to Mufasa and Simba, Simba was already pouncing at a little bug. In this one, Mufasa was like, hey kid, do you want to know something? Just attack that bird. Don't do anything else. I'm not even listening to him. Attack that bird. He did. That was boring. Anyway, what else? Blah blah blah. They go to the. That's it. They meet Scar. That's it. But then when Mufasa told Simba to go back to his mother, here's one thing. He finally pounces on the beetle that was there. Like, he spends 1 minute on that beetle, and it's like, come on, guys, you could do better. The Scar comes, horrible. I don't know. I need to watch it again, just not in a negative attitude, but I'm never gonna watch it. Scar comes, talks about the elephant graveyard as knowledge come. In the original, it was sort of better because this one was really rushed. Oh yes, the song "Just Can't Wait to Be King," that sucked so much. You know why? In the original, I mean, it is they're both animated actually. You can't say this one is better because it's live action. Kids are watching it because they want to seem grown up, which was weird. Anyway, and Just Can't Wait to Be King. Simba gathered all the animals to make this huge, amazing visual statue. And the new one, he just ran across a watering field with animals. And the way they got rid of Zazu, the original, he got sat on a rhino. And the new one, he just got demolished by some random birds. Okay, I need water. Okay. They go to the elephant graveyard. Then they finally meet the hyenas. Some of the they were nice, but I hated one of them. It was Ed. Do you know why? Here, let me go close up to them. Ed is not supposed to talk. Do you know why? In the original, he just laughed. That's why he was great. This one, they're just talking to the other hyena. He's just talking to the other hyenas and be like, yeah, Ed was great because he was the only one who just felt like a real animal. Anyway, so after that, blah blah blah, they talk about Mufasa punishes Simba by just talking. Then the next day, then it plays Be Prepared. I hated that so much because, like in the original, you have this orchestra. In that one, you just have, terrible singing. Like, when he said for the first time he said "Be prepared," it was so menacing. Like, oh my god. God, that was scary. I hated that so much. Anyway, then you know what happens, the stampede. That wasn't really like a stampede, actually. Like, when I was looking at it, like in the original, it was nice. It was long. The new version, yeah, in the old version, you can see how the stampede started very closely. New version, they just show the hyenas on a rock. That's it. And the stampede wasn't that long either. I mean, to be honest, any stampede is long. But that one, was stupid. Simba, then you know the drill. Simba had no emotion of his dad dying. Like, really? Come on. And, yeah, that was it. Everything happened, blah, blah, blah. Everything happens until Timon and Pumbaa comes. Timon and Pumbaa was okay. Not one of my favorite characters. But, they were not great, but they were also not that bad. New one, they sort of upped their comedy. Just a bit. Not a lot, but just a bit. And, so, they go to Timon and Pumbaa's home doesn't even seem that magical anymore after seeing it. It sucked. Like, so what? It's literally just desert. Whoa. Desert ground with cactuses. Wow. Oh my god. That's magical. And there's other animals too. Like, that's sort of an upgrade because it felt weird having only Timon and Pumbaa live there by themselves. Then Hakuna Matata happened. I don't care about that song. It was the same. Just not a lot of emotion. They just walked. But at the end, But at the end of the song, like when Simba grew up, it was like sort of nice. Because Timon and Pumbaa were talking about when it started, and then you should just not watch it. I can't explain it. They were like saying that they started this like 2 months ago, a moment ago, and how did Simba grow so big? That was great, sort of. I didn't laugh, but I acknowledge that was good. What happens next? Blah blah blah. I totally forgot what happened. Oh yeah. There, Sarabi and Scar were just talking. That was sort of lame. I mean, sure. They were talking about there's no more food. They just didn't even imprison Zazu. They just outcasted him. Okay, what's next? Simba, Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba were talking about their past, blah blah blah. Simba ran away, sort of. Then comes one of my favorite musical points in this whole entire movie. It's The Lion Sleeps Tonight. That was great. I like that. That's why I said I didn't hate it. It sucks still, but I don't hate it. That's one of the reasons why. Because instead of having Timon and Pumbaa just singing by themselves, they have a backup instrumental with the animal noises. That was nice. It's also great not to hear Timon gargling voice, because that sucked. Then Nala comes, blah blah blah. Simba and Nala fight. They recognize each other instantly. They fall in love for some reason. Then they sing one of my least favorite musical numbers. Instead of the beginning, instead of Be Prepared, instead of We Can't Wait to Be King, no, it's this. Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know what the song name is? Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Here's the thing. It was a day. It was day when they sing that. Like, it was day when they sing that. Like, how could you get that wrong? We evolved in technology. Yet, yeah, that's weird. Strange. That was strange. I hate that. Blah blah blah. Rafiki. Then. Here's the part where I sum the movie all up. Simba's hair going to Rafiki. In the anime one, it was like really quick. It was just a dust, air, wind. This one, no. Bird picks it up, puts it in the nest. Though the other bird with the bird that got the hair, drops it out of the nest because it doesn't want it. I can't tell its gender. I don't want it to be like, I don't want to say it's a he or she, because if it was a she, I don't know if the bird was gay. So goes on the leaf. A giraffe eats it. Moments later, you see a dung beetle carrying a poop ball with Simba's hair, and that's where I summarized the whole movie. A piece of poop with Simba's hair in it. Like, the movie is the poop, then they're just Lion King. Anyway, the dung beetle breaks the poop ball. Simba's hair flies into a dust tornado, gets dropped off, gets picked up by ants, go to Rafiki's tree. Rafiki picks it up and sees like, oh, I see, this is hair. Oh my god, it's Simba's hair. Makes the main blah blah blah. Simba goes back to Pride Rock. This time Zazu. Here's the thing. Then Rafiki goes to Simba, tells him about the lesson. Not really. In the original, it says it doesn't matter in the past. This one just be yourself. Like, the original says, don't care about the past. Like, in the original, Rafiki bops Simba's head stick, where in the new one, he doesn't even have, so that sucks. Then says, it's in the past. I can't explain it. So, this one didn't even care. So they go back to Pride Rock. Never mind. If you hear something, that's my siblings. I'm going to close the door actually. Just wait on. They're taking a shower. Better. Oh, then oh, wait. Yeah. They're gone. Okay, so where was I? Oh, yeah. Zazu hopes now. I mean, I think Timon and Pumbaa also hoped, and what I think they wanted to say, hey, do you remember this movie? They were playing that game because they're trying to find distraction for the hyenas. Then everyone looked at Pumbaa because he's the fat one. Then Timon was singing the Be Our Guest beginning. I was like, why? You want to be Beauty and the Beast? Another movie that sucked? That's why I didn't watch Aladdin or Dumbo. I had to watch this. Anyway, it was sort of great. I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it, actually. Because he can't even say guest fully because they're being chased by hyenas. So, let's see. The fight happens, blah blah blah. Rafiki comes with the stick, bonks the hyena's head. That's it. The fight sequence happened. It wasn't even that great. I mean, there's a lot of live movement, but it still sucked. Anyway, Scar dies, and the way everyone knows, get eaten by a hyena. Turns out, Scar is weak to hyenas because in the fight sequence, hyenas were getting destroyed by the female lions, and male lions are supposed to be stronger than female. So how I know people are gonna say, well, Scar was already weak from fighting Simba. So what? That means the hyenas should be weak from fighting the lions. Same thing. Dies, rain comes. Then, Simba gets the baby. He has the baby girl for Lion King 2, based on Romeo and Juliet. And yeah, that was the end of the movie. I didn't like it. I didn't love it. I didn't like it or love it. I didn't hate it. Yeah, I did hate it. Anyway, let's begin with the nitpicks. I think I just said it all. No. Maybe. Well, let's see. One of my nitpicks is they have no emotion. Because everything is CG. Like, even hand-drawn animation is better than the CG animated sequence. Like, when Simba just sees Mufasa's death, he was, in the original, he said, no, for a long time. This new one, he just said, no! That's it. That's all you get for his sad, super sad, death. So, yeah, they have no emotion. Nitpick number 2. They try to act like real animals. Like, it's just like when Zazu was talking to Mufasa, and the first time, he was just biting his wing, biting his wing, like most birds do. But he was talking too, so how did he do that? And like in some parts, they look like they're talking, but they're not. Nitpick number 3. There's just some unnecessary parts in this that were so long. Like the mouse Simba's hair, the beetle. That's it. And also Mufasa climbing the rock. I mean, sure. But he just climbs up, and we all know what's gonna happen. He dies. And, let's see. To be honest, Zazu, during the stampede, was useless. Because Scar told him to get the other lions. It took them 1 minute to get there. But here, it took them they took so long. Like, you were so quick. How doesn't other lions come? Anyway, nitpick number 4. What was it? Ah, God. There's absolutely no good ones. Oh yeah, the animation. The songs. I hate the songs. The songs weren't great. To be honest. My favorite song was The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Second was, I don't even really know. I guess Hakuna Matata. That's great. Third, The Beginning. Fourth, Can't Wait to Be King. Fifth, Be Prepared. And sixth, I think that's it. And sixth, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That sucked so much. Even though they were sung by really good singers, they just suck so much. Anyway, that's it for the review. I mean, The Lion King just sucks. No one likes it. I mean, only kids like it. And people who have nostalgia goggles. Who can't take them off. That's why there's... And I just have one thing to say. To Disney. Disney. Please make original content. Like, Pixar is doing great. They just showed the trailer of Onward. That looks like a great movie. After they made Toy Story 4, which is also called the Woody movie. Star Wars, I know you're having the Last Skywalker. Can't wait. After, The Last Jedi came. What was it? What's that movie? What's The Last Skywalker? I know it has something to... Yeah, it's The Last Skywalker. After how The Last Jedi turned out. No. And Marvel. They just got out Spider-Man Far From Home. That's probably a good movie. I haven't watched it yet because I had to watch Lion King. Guess what? Disney, like actual Disney, not Pixar, not Star Wars, not Marvel. Please make original content. Don't make another Maleficent movie. Don't make a Mulan movie. Don't make another live action one. Don't even make a sequel. Sure, Frozen 2 is coming out, but it's just Frozen. One of your most popular movies. Why do you have to make a sequel out of it? Just make it direct to DVD. Anyway, that's it for me. And see you all next time. Bye.